All right, Ted, our other big story tonight after a teenager was hit and killed by an alleged drunk driver. Fellow students and parents are not only mourning, but now they're taking action. 8 News Now reporter James Schaefer telling us what's happening in response and also asking if it's really enough for her friends at Arborview High School. James?
Denise, today we attended a playoff softball game in honor of Mackenzie Scott, and there was actually quite a turnout. Parents telling me their children have still, however, been reeling from this senior's death on Friday after she was struck in front of the school by an alleged drunk driver.
We'll be bringing light to the situation, as well as having a huge conversation with our admin in hopes to get something changed, fixed, not even just for Arborview, for all the schools around the valley and all the schools in the state.
The Friday memorial becoming a call to action for some and a moment to reflect for others. Students, parents, and staff recovering at Arborview. Following the memorial, the high school's playoff softball game with Shadow Ridge was dedicated in honor of Mackenzie. Both teams wearing green ribbons in honor of her, others in plaid.
Her mom said her favorite colors were black, red, and green. So because we're red and black, we just decided that this game is a tribute to kind of incorporate that in some kind of way.
Stephanie Kortson, a high school parent, noted the turnout of support for Mackenzie.
They walked through the halls and smiled at her probably many times over the years, or even maybe that day, and so it kind of touched them, and they're the ones who really put this all together.
But nearly a half hour into the first inning, the game came to a close as the rain wouldn't let up. Back at the memorial, students still dropping off flowers in honor of Mackenzie, some even after Saturday's prom.
It was very sad without her, and I actually came back here prom night and I prayed for her at the spot after the dance was over.
Students like Kenzie Stevens, who was a classmate of Mackenzie. She told us about the kind and quiet spirit that was brought to the class, but reading us a statement hoping to bring attention to a perceived lack of standards at the crosswalk.
Me and the student body of Arborview want to add a pedestrian light and crossing guard. Since multiple parents are willing to volunteer to do so, me and the student body think that this will be beneficial to our safety, making the morning and after school traffic more smoother and safer for us students.
Now, we also learned Wednesday at 6:30 a.m. parents and students will be meeting at the restaurant down the street from Arborview, that's at the Chipotle, to not only honor Mackenzie, but also talk more safety improvements they would like to see near campus. Denise?
Well, police arrested 37-year-old Keenan Jackson in connection to Mackenzie's death. He was allegedly 3 times over the legal limit for alcohol and was speeding. That's according to police. His bail is set at $500,000 and is facing several felony charges, including DUI resulting in death.